The first card you have your past is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is really heavy. It feels very heavy to me. And, you know, he's got this big, heavy coin on his head. It's really weighing him down. He can hardly move. He looks really squashed. So it feels very, very heavy. And also, I think, I'm seeing moving away in this as well. I think you moved away because he's got his back to the town. So I think you did that. You moved away to a totally new place, maybe a totally new area. And, you know, he's in a completely different place to where he used to be. He's moved away. He's got his back to his old life. So I think you did that. And I think you moved away from someone as well, an old relationship as well as an old place. And, yeah, there's a group of people as well, a whole group of people, I think, as well, you moved away from. It feels like a whole world you moved away from. You moved away from your old world. That's what I'm getting. And now you're in the new world, your world. Yeah, this whole world was around you. People, things you saw every single day for years. Maybe you traveled to work and back and you looked out the window, saw the same things every single day. And now it's completely different. And yeah, you're in this relationship, I think, for a long, long time. And yeah, you're in this old life for a really, really long time. I'm seeing a shock, actually. I'm getting this shock here. Okay, I'll try and explain this to you. I think there was a long period of time you're in this relationship, you're on this person, and things felt a bit different in the last year, maybe. Few months last year, I think. Very, very different. You couldn't quite work out what was different. You were trying to pinpoint what it was. I think you tried to talk to them. You tried to work out whatever this puzzle was. And then I'm seeing the shock after that. So it was a shock, but it was kind of like I knew something was up anyway. It is a shock. I don't like this. It's horrible. But something wasn't right. Anyway, so there was this shock, and then I'm seeing the separation after that shock. And you lost a lot of people. You lost a lot of people when that separation happened, I think. You know, there were a few people who surprised you, actually, I think, with the way they behaved. You weren't expecting how they behaved. But yeah, you've moved on from that now. I think money's a lot tighter right now than it was, which is what this card's about as well. The thing is, it's yours. Even if it's tighter, it's yours. It's your money. What you have is yours. You know, the people you have around you, they're yours. They're your choice. You choose who you have around you. You choose what you want around you. And you choose what happens to your money, even though it's less, I think, than it was. And, you know, you had to put up with a lot of difficult people, I think, when you're with this person. Lots of difficult family. I'm seeing family problems around them. Yeah, I'm seeing someone who had really, really strong views in their family. Maybe these were political views, maybe religious views, some very, very controversial kind of topic or something, and they had very strong views. And I think they used to say these things all the time, and that really upset you or really hurt your feelings, or you were just against that. I'm getting a really horrible feeling. You just felt horrible. Very, very different from you. They were very different from you. So yeah, that's one good thing you don't have to put up with anymore, if this is you. I'm also getting this feeling that, yeah, you couldn't quite be yourself. You couldn't quite be yourself around these people, these family members. So, you know, life's more difficult for you in some ways, probably financially by the look of this card, but it's easier in other ways. You don't have to put up with these things. You're freer than you were. And speaking of freedom, you've got the world here, which can be about freedom. Yeah, I'm seeing something else in the world card here as well. Okay, there's another love connection I'm seeing here. It's a lot shorter than the first one in the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I think maybe you broke out of this old, more serious relationship. I've got to say, it does feel very, very serious, the first relationship. It feels just so, the ex feels serious, everything around them feels serious. It was a serious relationship. Their family feels very serious, a little bit claustrophobic as well, actually. I'm getting that feeling as well. Lots and lots of rules. I know I'm right, all of that kind of thing. But I think this second person, it just felt like a breath of fresh air to you when you were with them. Very, very different to the first relationship. A lot more easygoing, a lot more fun. I think they made you feel different, like a completely different person, actually. That's what I'm getting. I feel like a new person. I feel like a new person around them. That's what I'm getting. I don't think it lasted all that long, because the World card can be about things that start and end quickly. So, if this resonates with you, I think the second person, yeah, they definitely made a huge impact on you. It's almost like they brought you back to life. It's that huge. It's that huge. And there are a lot of reasons why I think you both knew it probably wasn't going to last. But I think it lasted in your heart. It's still in your heart, or they're still in your heart. I don't think you go around crying for them or anything like that. You're Libra. You're well balanced, but yes, there's a motorbike going past. That's quite loud. But yeah, you think about them. They're still in your heart. A little piece of them in your heart, or I should say, or there's a little piece of your heart that has them in there, if that makes sense. But yeah, you still think about them. That's a better way of saying that. It's that motorbike in the way, messing up my mind. Okay, so yeah, you've still got a little bit of them with you. You still look back on this fondly, I think. You still say, this is the person who really changed things for me. That was a really good time in my life. I felt really good. I felt free at that time. I knew it wasn't really going to last, but it was fantastic while it happened. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. Okay, so the last card you have your past is the Nine of Cups. Yeah. So he's a really mixed character, this guy. He's, he can be really, really good. He can be about wishes coming true, so that's a really nice thing. Or he can be a little bit dodgy as well. Things aren't always as they appear with this man, just like real life, just like in real life. But yeah, with this longer term relationship, the more serious one, yeah, there was a lot of pretending around this. I'm seeing a lot of, it might not be this extreme, but it feels like, oh, we're upstanding. We do the so-called right thing. People look up to us. They see us as people who are kind of pillars of society. We're all this and all that. That's the kind of energy I'm getting around these people. I think it was the family and the people around this ex who were a bit like that. And yeah, they had really rigid ideas about things. And I think when you're around them, again, you're involved, I think, as much as you could be. I think you got along as well as you could. You kind of were under sufferance a bit as well. But a lot of the veneer really slipped around these people once this separation happened. And I think a lot of these people who are fronting on the outside, saying how good they were and how morally good they were and all that kind of thing, I think they turned out to be completely different than how they were fronting as, how they had this veneer of being completely different to who they actually were. And I think you got some comfort and some support from some people that you weren't expecting as well. So it's like there was this flip. The people who were good on the outside weren't so good on the inside, and it was the other way around as well. But you're out of this. You're absolutely out of this. But it's coming up for some reason, so it's still in your energy for some reason. You might still be going through something to do with this ex, because it feels like a very big, long relationship, a serious relationship. I keep on seeing that, very serious. Okay, so the first card you have, your presence, Justice. Right, so yeah, this might be why it's coming up, because I think you might still be going through some kind of dispute maybe. And again, I'm getting this seriousness around this relationship. So it might be a marriage breakdown or something like that. And if that's the case, I think you've probably still got a lot to sort out with this person. And I think that's why this is coming up here, because you've still got a lot to sort out around them, and they're around your energy, I think, if that's resonating with you. Okay, I'm just seeing this. If you're in some kind of a if you're in some kind of a court case, or any kind of litigation or anything like that, mediation, whatever it is, anything to do with that, go through everything you have and make sure you've checked everything. Now, it's not about, there's nothing wrong happening here. I don't want to make you paranoid. And there's nothing wrong with the way you're doing things. If you have people helping you, lawyers or whoever it is that's helping you, I'm getting a good feeling around the support you have. That's all absolutely fine. So don't worry about any of that. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of genuine support around you now because you're choosing your support. That's what I was seeing in the Four of Pentacles. You're choosing your support now. And when you're around this axe, you weren't choosing your support. So it wasn't genuine support. But yeah, I'm seeing this stream of income. I'm seeing a little stream of income here. And that's what I was starting to say. It's not huge, but everything adds up, So I think this is something that you're entitled to. And okay, so there's paperwork. This is what you have to look for. There's some kind of paperwork here. Have a look through your old files, or you might have to call some people, some organizations where maybe they had some money or you had some money put away or something. It's money that was going in regularly, and it's money that's going to come out regularly. It's a stream of income, something to do with money. So go and try and think about what that might be and go and investigate that. And if this is you, if this is making sense to you, you might look at this amount when you find out what it is, and you might say, oh, that's really small, that's not even worth investigating. But it's a stream of income, so it might be little bits coming in every week or every month or something. But because they're coming in every week, kind of forever and ever, it all adds up. It's all going to add up over the years. So I think it's worth you doing this. So see if you can find out what this is. But, everything else you're doing seems to be on track here. And I just want to say that again, because there's a bit of unsurety here. So I want you to know that you're on the right road. It's just this extra thing I'm seeing that you might want to look at. Okay, so the next card you have your presence, the Empress, which is beautiful. I love the Empress. So the Empress is a carer, obviously. So she takes care of herself. She takes care of everyone else. She puts a lot of people not in front of her. She takes care of herself and everyone else. So she has people in her mind. She wants to care for a lot of people. If you look at her crown, there are 12 stars in her crown, and obviously they all represent the 12 signs of the zodiac. So that shows you that she cares about everyone. And I think this is another message to you. It's to make sure you get everything you're entitled to, which is following on from the Justice card. And what this is showing me is it's not just for you, this money that you're entitled to, because I think you might be caring for someone else as well. There's a lot of caring here. There's a lot of compassion here. The Empress is obviously a mother. So I'm picking up on all that caring, that compassion. And okay, this is what I'm seeing here. I don't know if this is going to make sense. I'm just seeing this right now. So I'm just going to say exactly as I'm seeing. Someone missed out. Someone missed out. That's what I'm seeing. It feels like maybe over the holiday time, if you celebrate holidays, if you celebrate those holidays, someone you're caring for or someone you care about, I don't think they're able to get the love or the care or the attention that you think they deserved. That's what I'm seeing. I think there's irresponsibility here. Not yours. I think someone should have stepped up. Or I think that's what you're feeling towards someone. And yeah, they didn't step up. That's what I'm seeing. Now, okay, so this might sound a little bit blunt, but there's nothing you can do about that. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. All you can do is put the care in and put the love in yourself. And you're already doing what you should be doing anyway. And, of course, other people should be doing the right thing. We can all go around talking about what everyone should be doing. But you can't make people do things. You can't change people. So, the other thing you can do about this, and this is a reminder here in the Empress, if you're caring about someone and this amount of money is coming in and it's there to help you and this person you're taking care of, that's another reason why you should accept that money, and you should investigate this and look into this, because it's going to make a bit of difference. It's going to make some difference. I'm saying a little bit because I think you're going to look at this again. I'm seeing this again, and you're going to say, oh, that's not much, but it's going to add up. It's going to add up. You might put it into a savings account for you or for them, and over the years it's going to add up to quite a big amount. So investigate that. Absolutely do that. The other thing is, don't take on any more stress than you need to. Just do your thing. do the best thing for you and do the best thing for the people you're caring for. That's all you have to worry about. Don't worry about what other people are doing or not doing or what they're supposed to be doing. I know it's hurtful when you see someone who's not doing what they're supposed to be, but you can't force people to do things, and wasting your energy on that is really not going to get anyone anywhere. So that's the message there, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so the next card, or I should say the last card you have for your present, is the Queen of Wands. So yeah, I love this queen because she's so, she's a real go-getter. I love that. Okay, so there's some kind of opportunity I'm seeing here. Actually, it's not an opportunity. I don't know how to describe this. That's the only word I can think of, really. Okay, I'll try and explain this to you. Let's see. Yeah, there's an opening. That's what I should call it, an opening. And I'm seeing some kind of international link here. There's something international. It might be international travel, or it might just be travel. Yeah, I've seen this in your readings before. I've seen this a lot of times in your readings. It comes up all the time. International links, something international travel. Yeah, I've seen this before. Okay, I don't know how to explain this, but I'll try my best. It feels like this is going to be led by you. So it's not a job that's going to come up. That's why I was saying it's not an opportunity. So it's not like a job's going to come up and you're going to go into that. I'm not seeing that. It feels really independent, like this queen. So, it might be that you build up some kind of a business by the time you're ready to do this, or an independent income or something like that. And, you're choosing to go over on your own as well. I'm seeing that. I know that probably sounds a bit strange, but that's what I'm seeing. It's you going on your own. You wanted to be independent, not having anyone to answer for. I'm seeing that. Now, okay, I don't want you to be disappointed, but I have to tell you this. This traveling, or whatever this is, it probably won't happen at least until the end of this year. And I think by then, you'll have built up this independent income, or whatever this is, whatever you need to do that, you'll have built that up. And you'll go when it's the right time. You'll go when it's the right time for you, because I think you've already had a few false starts around this. And yeah, there was a time that you were going to go and you weren't ready to go, and you were disappointed, I think, at one time, but it would have been the wrong time. It would have been the wrong time for you. This is going to be the right time. So, you've got a lot to sort out before then, and it's going to take time. So don't be disappointed that it's not until the end of, say, this year or whatever, at least, because you won't be ready until the time is right for you anyway. So I hope that's not too confusing. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Lovers. Okay, yes, this is interesting. Okay, I'm going to talk about this and the Eight of Wands at the same time, because there's a sequence here between the two, or they kind of go together, I should say. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here. Love, lovers, something fast, information coming in, talk coming in, someone coming in very, very quickly. There's someone coming in to talk to you, and they're coming in very, very quickly. I'm seeing lots of messages. I'm seeing text messages, lots and lots and lots of messages. Look at all these wands in the Eight of Wands. So, okay, so now obviously this is love, because, obviously you've got the Lovers here. And because I'm getting this energy of everything being really, really fast, like a big whirlwind, I think that this is someone you were around in the past. I think this is someone you think about. I actually think it might be this person in the World card, because it all makes sense that it would be that same person. And I was seeing in the World card that this person, the relationship wasn't that long. It was a fast relationship, because that's what the World card is about once again. So fast relationship in the past, and they're coming in quickly here again. That's what I'm seeing. And I think you'll be happy to talk to them. I think you will. And I think... yeah, if you know who this is, and yeah, I think it is the same person. I really think it is. One thing I can see is they've changed. They've changed a lot since the last time you saw them. The essence of them's still there, so you'll still recognise them. It's the old them. It's the them that you loved. It's still there, but it feels like they're a lot more mature. than they were in a lot of ways at one time, at when you knew them before, I should say. And yeah, this is fast energy. It's very passionate energy. Yeah, I don't think you thought this was going to last when you got together last time, but you ended up with feelings for them. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm just seeing this. I'm just seeing this now. Something feels serious to them. I think there might have been something when you were together with them last time that they weren't telling you. There's something they weren't telling you about themselves. And again, none of you thought this was going to be serious, so maybe that's why they didn't tell you this. But feelings are feelings, and you both had strong feelings. You definitely do if they're coming back and you're still thinking about them. This is what I was getting in the wild card. So you both still have feelings. So yeah, when you connect again, and I think you will, and it's going to be soon because this is fast energy, they're going to own up to something, and it's something they weren't admitting to you before, but they're going to admit this to you now. And, I think you'll be fine talking to them. I think the communication's going to open up again. It's going to be fine. But after this thing comes out that they're admitting, you might want to take your time with this because, yeah, they're coming clean. They're coming clean. They want to be totally honest now. But because you've had all these people in your life kind of putting on a facade, not acting in the way they were presenting themselves to you as, you've really been burnt by all of that, what was happening in the Four of Pentacles. So I think you'll just be taking your time with this, because on the one hand, you don't like anything that's dishonest. You really, that really puts you off. I can see why. It does with me too. But you still have feelings for this person. And I am getting a good feeling around that as well. So I have to say that as well. So that's what I'm seeing in those cards. So the last card you have, you features the Ten of Wands. Yeah, again, you've got a lot of work ahead of you, a lot of work ahead of you. I'm seeing you just really pushing things at work or your business or whatever this is. I keep on getting this really strong feeling of independence. I'm getting that here, and I was getting that in the Queen of Wands as well. And you're pushing toward where you want to go because you want that independence, that financial independence. And you're focusing on your goal that's at the end of this year. You're focusing on getting to that financial independence and just being totally in charge of yourself, because I was seeing you being by yourself and wanting to be by yourself. And you've got this litigation or whatever this is as well, and there's work that has to go into that as well. And yeah, I've seen this change in this person who's coming back, and they're a lot more mature, they're a lot more thoughtful than they were. And I think you've changed a lot as well, and that's going to surprise them as well. You're not as carefree as you were, which is what I'm seeing in this card. You have a lot of burdens, you have a lot of work to do, you've got a lot of stress on your shoulders that you have to put up with. So you're different, they're different. So you're both going to have to adjust, I think, and you're going to take your time. I'm seeing that again. But it does feel positive, it really does. And houses, I'll lift this up so you can see, houses in tarot quite often mean relationships, forming a home together, making a home together, a strong relationship. So that's what he's heading toward. So I think with this communication, and I was seeing a lot of positivity around this, I think it might turn into a relationship at some time, but you're taking it slow. That's what I'm seeing in that card.